What's up, guys? It's your boy Enigma, and I know I haven't uploaded in about a week. The last video I uploaded was this BO3 8's throwback video that I played a couple of while ago. The reason I really haven't uploaded anything in the past week is I've been really busy with practicing for a LAN event this past week. For those of you that didn't know, there was a LAN event last Saturday and Sunday. It had about a 10,000 prize pool, so I really wanted to win that. I didn't want to upload anything because I didn't want to give away any of our S&D strats or hardpoint strats in our scrim videos. And I was also really busy scrimming every day until about like 1 a.m. So I didn't really have time to upload anything. But the LAN event is finally over. It was an amazing weekend. Props to Magat. Props to Nazmi, props to everyone that was in charge of helping out and organizing the event. It was a really good event. I know that the COD booth didn't really get as much attention as the CS:GO booth or the Dota booth as well, but it was just a really good event and it was a lot of fun getting to finally meet all the players in the community. I got to meet other players from the Singapore community, from the Malaysian community, and I think this is my second time actually really meeting them all face to face again, and it was really fun. So, in terms of placing, we placed overall third in the event. The team was Rampage Gaming. It was me, fueled by Seth, Platinum Ripsu, and Ranger RG. We placed overall third in the event. And I think we could have placed second, which I'll talk about that a bit later on. But congrats to Unveil Nova for winning first place, and congrats to Venom for second place. It was all really close matches. I can't talk right now. GG's to everyone. It was a really fun weekend, and I was glad I attended the event. But let's talk about the event itself. Let's talk about the matchups. That's what I really wanted to do in today's video. I wanted to talk about how the LAN event went down and give you guys an idea of how it really went down. So our first match of the day was against Solid's team. That was our first matchup. We actually had a higher seed in this tournament, so we actually played Solid's team after they played Sky's team, which they won 3-0, I think. Yeah, they won 3-0. So our first match was against Solid's team, and we were pretty excited. I had a lot of banter going on with Solid, because Solid likes to tease me that I suck on land, so we kind of had this joking banter going on. So getting into this first matchup was a lot of fun. I was pretty hyped. A lot of us were pretty hyped. We played Solid, Magat, Nazmi, and Kumba on the other team. I think we played Breakout Hardpoint for the first map, I think. I went pretty big on the first map. I went like 33 and 23. I remember getting a triple kill in cave and then killing two people back helipad to get spawns for the next hill. I got pretty hyped after that. Started trash talking and shouting a lot. So, it was pretty hyped. I think we won the series overall at 3-0 and we advanced from there to play the winners semifinals on the winners bracket. And I think yeah. So after that, on winners semifinals, we're supposed to play Venom after that. So, but before that, we also had to wait a really long time. Simply because after playing the winners bracket, we had to wait a really long time for all the losers brackets matches to end because the we had to wait for, first of all, the first matches to end because we had a higher seed, so we skipped the first matches. Then we had to wait for the losers bracket matches to end. So I think we had our first match at about 12 a.m. in the day, and then we had to wait all the way until like 7 p.m. I think, just to play our winners semifinals. So we wait until 7 p.m. to play our winners semifinals, right? And we play against Venom, and then we play on main stage. All right, this is my first time playing main stage, and it's my second LAN event, so I was pretty hyped. And we lose the first hard point. We lose the first hard point, I think about like 250 to 200 or 180, I think, against Venom. And we're like, all right, that's fine, that's fine. Let's regain. Let's take the second map. We're good, right? SND. Now this is an insane map on main stage right here. All right, SND. It was on retail SND. We go down 5 rounds to 2. All right, they had 5 rounds. We had 2 rounds in the box, and they had full streaks. All right, they had trinities, they had bombardments, and they had kinetic and camo. All they needed to do was to close it out, right? And we just made insane S&D plays. I think Seth clutched up a 1v3. I think Plat clutched up a 1v2. And we just adapted our S&D strats and how we played S&D on that map to just counter how they played. And we adapted perfectly. Like, I'm telling you, we just we just got control of lobby every single round, and we just countered the way they played. We just like made in-game adjustments to the way we played, and we just took 4 rounds of S&D straight. Like, even with trinities, even with bombardments, we just took 4 rounds of S&D straight, and we got super hyped after that. Like, we just got up on main stage, started shouting, started trash talking them. It was an insane comeback. And then for uplink, I think we beat them like 11-4, and we were feeling pretty dominant. We were rolling through them in uplink. So all we had to do now was to close out the series 3-1 on the fourth map, right? It was Hardpoint. And this is Breakout Hardpoint. Breakout Hardpoint was one of our really good maps when we were practicing. It was one of our best maps in scrims. So we were feeling pretty good, Breakout Hardpoint, we were feeling good, and we had the lead and we just completely choked it. We lost, I think, like 250 to 220 something. It was just really bad. The reason we lost it was because we didn't rotate early enough on Cave Hill, and then once you get hold of Cave Hill, it's so hard to break Cave Hill. I remember we had like three tries on breaking Cave Hill and we just died all three times. Dirt went big in the last final seconds, so it was really hard to break Cave Hill, and we choke breakout hard point. So we go to game five. We lose, I think, 6-2 game five. I think it was really hard to win that map. We just kind of lost momentum after breakout hard point. I think we were trying still. We were trying, but somehow things just weren't working out. I do almost clutch a 1v4 on that. I wish I clutched it. It was so close. It would have been good to keep the team's dreams alive to proceed to winners finals, and it would have been good to just like imagine clutching a 1v4. It would just swing the momentum around, but it didn't happen. Three kills. I ended up one shot and then getting picked off by the last guy, so we ended up losing winners semifinals, game 5, 6-2. So we are really disappointed after that. We were just really heated, mainly because we know we could have closed it out. We should have closed it out. We would have closed it out on breakout hardpoint. So, we just, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. So we just had to, get a mental reset, prepare to play tomorrow. That was what it was. I wish we could have won that semifinals, winners semifinals. We would have went straight to winners finals, immediately gotten top three placing, but it just didn't happen. So after that, the next day we come back. Our first match would be in the losers bracket, so we had to play Equinox Gaming, and we beat Equinox pretty easily, I guess. The hard point was about 250 to 120. S&D was about 6-3, I think, and then uplink we beat them about I think 8-4. Uplink Plat was insane. Plat had an E-red in the uplink. He was just getting two-piece turn-ons on people. S&D, I remember 180 turning on somebody, and the hard point was just it was breakout hard point also. I dropped another 30 bomb. Breakout hard point I think was our best hard point map. I just can't believe that we still choked it against Venom. Like, I'm still heated about it, but it is what it is. So we 3-0 Equinox Gaming, and then after that we move on to, I think, loser semifinals, and we had to play the winner between Zega and Sky's team. So Zega beat Sky's team, and then we had to play against Zega, and again we lose the first map against Zega. This is loser semifinals. We lose the first hard point. We lose the first hard point about like 250 points to 120 points. I think it was a throwback hard point. I can't quite remember. And then we lose S&D as well. And this S&D was really bad because it went all the way down to round 11, and we could have closed it out a lot sooner. They won the first few couple of rounds, but then we adjusted our S&D strategies mid game again. I gave out the call, yo man, let's go lobby. We immediately win 2 rounds in a row, and then what should have happened was we should have won the series 6-4. Ranger had full streaks. We got a bomb planned down on A. It was perfect. All that's left was like the final moments was just 12 seconds on the clock. Me against Bounce. Bounce had camo. I had kinetic. And dumb me, okay, the proper play was just like pre-kinetic, no matter what, check the bomb at like 10 seconds. Like, there's no way you're gonna lose, right? Dumb me, pop kinetic at 12 seconds, and then I kind of lost. Like, I was just kind of in the moment, so I wanted to peek the guy, but at the same time I wanted to wait, but my thumbs already moved, so I kind of like accidentally ran on the wall. So once I had that wall run initiated, I just kept going forward. I had kinetic. I ran into the guy, but I wanted to back out, but I already was like already in motion. The guy was hit glitching bomb. He just put 8 bullets into me. I die with kinetic with 10 seconds left on the clock, and then he defuses the bomb, and then we end up losing S&D 6-5, and that was insane. Like, I made the biggest choke in the competition. I was so heated, but luckily, thank goodness, we reverse sweep them, and we play this on main stage. We reverse sweep them. We win uplink. I think in the most insane fashion ever. We win hardpoint and then we win S&D. Uplink was insane because Splat literally made a 1 point play with overdrive in like the last 2 seconds to keep us alive. We were down like 6-5, and then Plat made a 1 point toss when there was like 2 seconds left on the clock. It was insane, and then we got a 27-second dunk in overtime, and we just closed it out after that. Hardpoint, we played it on Scorch. I think we won about like 250 to 160, and the momentum was really swinging in our favor. And then SND is just when we took it, bro. I think we won SND like 6-0 or 6-2. We played that SND insanely well as well. Like I'm talking about like we got first bloods every single round. We played it insane. We were just holding every single angle. I remember there were like I think there were like 3 rounds where I think Synergy was just stuck in a 1v3 and he couldn't go anywhere because we had blue covered, we had mid covered, we had bowling covered. He couldn't go anywhere except his spawn. It was insane. So after winning that, we have to play Anvil. We have to play Anvil in the losers finals. Anvil got knocked out by Venom. Close games as well. It went all the way to game 5. So we had to play Anvil. So we end up playing Anvil in losers finals and we lose I think about 3-1. We took the first hard point. It was a really close game. I think it was 250 to 220. I shat the bet pretty hard in Yeah, I shat the bet pretty hard on the first hard point. I went like 24-36 I think. But all good. I trusted my teammates. We ended up taking the W. It was a close game, but we ended up taking the W. SND, we played SND on retail, and I was kind of nervous about this because we played SND on retail I think twice before this. We played it twice before this losers finals, and both times I think Anvil was watching us as we played, so they kind of knew our retail S&D strat. So I was kind of nervous about it. But all you have to do is kind of adapt to how they play, try to make changes on the fly as you play the map, adapt to how your opponents play. However, it didn't go that well. We ended up losing, I think, 6-3. We really didn't have anything to stop their A pushes on that map. They kept pushing A, and there was really nothing we could do. We didn't have any reliable way to stop their A pushes, so we ended up giving up that map. The next map we played was Frost Uplink, and it ended up as a really close uplink. I think the final score was like 6-5. We could have gotten a 1 point play or a 2 point play with Seth's FTL. Unfortunately, there was just not there was a lack of coordination between our push right there. I was in front of Seth. You could have threw the ball and FT out in front of me, but the problem was if he threw the ball, the ball would get passed to me because I was in front of him. But at the same time, I was trying to lead block for him, and I turned around. I could have ran to the side, but I turned around because I knew that there was a guy side door, so I tried to EMP side door. So it was just kind of unfortunate timing and a lack of communication, which I think I think we could have tied it up, but it was just a really close series. And the fourth map was Retaliation Hardpoint. Retaliation Hardpoint was, I think, by far Anvil's best hardpoint map. We lose it, I think, 250 to 120. We get pretty blown out on Retaliation Hardpoint, so we ended up losing losers final, sorry, 3-1. So that was it for our run. We officially get disqualified, knocked out from the tournament from there, and we ultimately place third in the event. After that, Anvil go on to play Venom in the finals, and I think it should have been a best of 7 series or a double best of 5, but simply because we didn't have enough time, the event ran so late, and they were packing up. Like all the other games for the events were already over, so it just like Call of Duty was the only one left. So the organizer was kind of like, yo, you need to pack up and all that. So we had to, make it fast. So we thought about playing 2 best of 5s because losers bracket has to knock out winners bracket twice. Unfortunately, we didn't even have time for that. So all there was to do was to play 1 best of 5, which Venom ended up losing. So Anvil are your Hotshotz champions. Which I think is kind of iffy because I think it would be only fair if there were 2 best of 5s, which even Sean agrees. Sean kind of felt that like the win was a little bit weird. Like he felt bad for Venom because they had winners bracket coming in, they had the winners bracket seat, but then they didn't need they got knocked out by Anvil once in a best of 5 and it was over then. So it was kind of weird, but it is what it is. It's just really unfortunate. So GG's to Unveils for first place, GG's to Venoms in second place. I felt like the top three teams were all really close. Unveil and Venom and RG, all our matches were pretty close, I feel. Especially the S&Ds or the S&Ds and the uplinks. I felt like they could have gone either way, and I felt like I don't know. I think we could have beaten Venom. That's what I think personally. No cockiness or anything. That's what I think we could have done. That's what I think we should have done when we closed out Breakout Hardpoint. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna say that we would have beaten Venom 100%. I'm not saying anything like that. Venom played insanely out of their minds. There was a beast. Hazik was a beast. Hazik was a really nice guy as well. So it was GG's to them. In terms of the LAN event, I think the entire event was just really hype. Like the environment was just really hyped, and so many people were trash talking, bro. Like the amount of trash talk in this event was insane, and it was good. Like it was just really exciting. It got people pumped up. I remember. I was trash talking my mouth off against Equinox. I was trash talking Tani, I think. I was trash talking Tani and Hossam. To Tani and Hossam, I meant nothing of the shit I said, but it is what it is. Trash talking, BM banter. It's all good. It's all good. I love you guys. Tani, I love you especially. You have the sexiest beard I've ever seen in my life. But the event was insanely hyped with all the trash talk and everything. It was just a really hyped surrounding. It was a really hyped environment. It had like the feel of the event was just insane, and I think we played on main stage like 3 times, so we got really hyped on main stage as well. And I think I'm really like in terms of the event and our performance, I'm really happy with how the team played. We had so many insane plays, from uplink 1 point tosses to SND insane comebacks to reverse sweeping Zega. We reverse sweep Zega on main stage for losers finals. It was just insane. There were so many good moments this LAN, and it was fun to finally meet up with everyone. You talk to people like every day online when you play video games, and you finally get to meet them, and it's really fun to finally see people and hang out with them and mess around and make jokes with them after a tournament. I mean, we're all pretty competitive when it comes to Call of Duty, but like after the event is over, we're all pretty good friends. We talk, we laugh, we get dinner after the event. It was really fun. So I hope that I'll be able to play at another LAN event like this. It was a really fun event. Thank you to everyone that organized it, especially Magat. Magat was such a nice guy the entire event. Magat, if you're watching this, you my homie. It was just a really good event, and coming back after the LAN, coming back home and making this video, I really miss the LAN event. I really miss all the people there. I really miss the environment there. Like I was so hyped. Usually I'm not a guy that like talks that much in public, but at the LAN event I was just, I was so hyped. I was just like I had no problem socializing at all, and that's usually not the kind of person I am. I'm usually a really quiet person. But at the LAN event, it was really hyped. I had no problem talking to people. In fact, I usually get nervous when I talk to like a big crowd or when I'm around new people, but I wasn't nervous at the LAN event at all. In fact, I was pretty hyped throughout the entire LAN event, just talking to anyone, just trash talking anyone. It was pretty hyped, and I'm glad they had that kind of environment where you know there just wasn't much awkwardness around, I guess. Like even if you barely see these people at all. The Malaysians barely see the Singaporeans in this community and vice versa. But at the end of the day, we all play video games. We all play the same video game. We're all pretty much united under this same mutual thing that we play and have fun and enjoy. So, it wasn't really that awkward talking to anyone. And it was just a really fun environment, getting to talk to people, getting to meet people and know people. And it was good. The event also had a couple of other activities. I know they had giveaways. They had like a gaming warlord chair giveaway, and then they had an Asus Predator mouse giveaway. They had a gaming keyboard giveaways. They had a couple of giveaways. They also had some singers singing. I remember there was this artist from Japan. I thought he was pretty good. They also had cosplay going on. I remember there was a guy who cosplayed Genji. He even had like full suit on and like a glowing neon green blade. So it was pretty cool. And the LAN event was good. So it was a lot of fun. And making this video, thinking about the LAN event. I miss it a lot. I miss the environment there. I miss the people there. I miss the competitive spirit. It's actually insane how, I used to every day from school, I used to like go to sleep right after I come back from school, and then I would wake up after that at like 7 or 8, and then just scrim all night just to get ready for the LAN. And now, now it's over. And I don't know, like yesterday I took a nap, and then after that I woke up at 7, and I woke up and I like the first thought I had was, oh man, I'm gonna be late for scrims, and I realized I don't have scrims anymore. So, we really grinded a lot for this. I'm glad we took third place, and at the same time, I'm not so happy we took third place, but it was a good event. I'm glad we prepared for it, and right now I think that's about it. That's about all I have for the LAN event. After this, I'm probably gonna play Rainbow Six or Overwatch. I'm gonna upload videos from our scrims with the team, our IW scrims. But then after that, I'm probably gonna play Overwatch or Rainbow Six. I don't really feel like playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare anymore after the event. I don't really enjoy playing this game that much, so I'm probably gonna play Rainbow Six or Overwatch. Probably try to get the Grandmaster on console or something. But that's about it for today's video. If you've been listening to me for the past 20 minutes, props to you, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was how our LAN went down, and as always, it's your boy Enigma. Hope you guys have a good day. See ya.